Hello and welcome to another episode of What Do You Call It podcast. I'm your host, GB. Today's guest, while he's still a rookie, is already making a name for himself in the Southeast wrestling scene. Please welcome the cheeky chappy, Ash Lee. How you doing today, mate? You all good?
Right, mate, you good?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. Cannot complain at the time of recording. The elections just happened. I'm not going to mention it in terms of talking about what happened and results, but this would be a good break from it all for us to discuss wrestling, talk about you, because social media is just unbearable at the moment, but it's nice for me to relax, get to know you a bit more as I've met you a few times at DKW shows now, and I think you're a really nice person, and I'm a fan of your in-ring work. But we're gonna actually discover how you got there in the first place. But before I do that, mate, I want to talk about your debut for WrestleForce that happened recently against Ollie Peace. So tell me, how was that debut for you?
Yeah, it was different to be fair. New environment. Ollie's like a lovely guy.
Mhm.
Literally, nothing bad to say about him. Like really welcoming wrestles. Like the guys backstage, really supportive. Yeah, facing Rap Master was quite experienced, to say the least. To be fair, crowd was hot. Loved every second of it.
Nice, nice. And do you hope to return there later in the year, or in the next year or so?
Yeah, of course. Literally, the venue was lovely. Like as I said, the environment, like the people around there, it's top notch.
Nice, nice. Got a good reputation and good production value as well, and good matches that they put on as well. I'm not actually attending
Yeah.
shows, but I do watch a lot of their content on YouTube, and I will have to get myself there in Essex because they do a lot of shows as well, even Southend. And I know you've wrestled there before, various times now. But before I talk about the matches that you have had, I'm going to rewind the clocks, Ash, and I want to know, when did you become a wrestling fan?
Um, Going a bit far back now. Only 16, but um, I would say when I was about really young, I was about five, watching WWE at home with my dad and that. Watching a little bit of Raw. Think can't remember the first match I was watching actually, but just fell in love with it. I was like, I want to do that.
Hmm. When you did fall in love with wrestling and WWE, who did you find yourself cheering on or even booing?
But I wasn't really booing anyone to be fair. I was loving it all. Like I've
Yeah.
always loved violence. But mainly cheering on like Rey Mysterio and like John Cena, and The Rock. You got can't miss out The Rock, of course.
Was you happy to see The Rock return this year?
I was to be fair. Yeah. Dwayne's always been like one of my idols. To be fair,
Nice, nice. I mean, with your sort of in-ring style, wouldn't I mean Rey Mysterio? I can definitely see the influence, but The Rock, I haven't quite seen that. But it's quite cool that he's had that influence on you. A little bit seen as well with how you are, with the fans and that sort of thing. But yeah, with The Rock. But with The Rock himself, Dwayne Johnson, what's your favorite film of his?
you got to say Baywatch. I think. So,
Oh my
just
God, Ash!
I don't know. Like all these films alone, just like Baywatch is up there.
Fucking hell. Baywatch, mate.
Baywatch is just different gravy.
Oh God, I'll let you off then. I mean, you are the guest. I have seen
And
Baywatch.
Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious is good enough.
Fast Five, the first one he does. I think that's fantastic. I really, really like his performance in it, and that's what really kick-started the franchise. I know it was making money, but that really made it the franchise. And then, unfortunately, we lose Paul Walker, but the films will make grossing like nearly a billion, then over a billion, and just they reach new heights with those films. But yeah, and I think Baywatch, I haven't wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I mean, each to their own, mate. I mean, Zac Efron, I think he's a great actor, and I think them two have good chemistry. But the film itself, the biggest fan. But Ash, with your film selection, I want to know, what's your favorite match?
My favorite match that he's had.
Let's go with The Rock first, and then I know your personal favorite match. If it involves The Rock, then that's not a problem, mate. I mean, but I want to know just maybe your favorite few matches as a fan first, not that you've personally had.
Rock's favorite. I don't know. Like, there's so many to choose from. Like, I can't just pick out one. In fairness,
No, that's fair. Any that, not specifically the favorite one, but any that comes to your head first thing. Rock Mankind or The Rock Cena or Rock CM Punk.
pretty Rock and Cena to be fair, because like two like big influences to me in wrestling.
Yeah,
And it's like seeing them both like go at it is just like
it was
massive, isn't it? Really.
it was brilliant, mate. And then they did it again and just wasn't the same. But I think the first one, I love that match. So fucking good. It's really good. So Ash, what actually inspired you to become a professional wrestler? Something that you're doing to this day, and you're still quite early on in your career, but just before you would get into the ring, when did you know, okay, I want to do this. I actually want to get in the ring, and I want to get into an academy or training school.
So I was about 9 years old to be fair. I've always wanted to be a wrestler.
Hmm.
I was like looking around, I was like, where can I find somewhere like a wrestler? I want to be on WWE, I want to be on TV and that. Then I said to my dad, like, there's this place around the corner, DKW,
Hmm.
and I've been there ever since. To be fair,
Oh, nice, nice. So you've been actually training from a young age then.
yeah.
Ah, nice. DKW Academy, I do want to touch on them. A great academy. Had the pleasure of being a guest commentator for them now for two, three shows, and just what they bring to the crowd is for all ages, families, adults, doesn't matter who you are. These shows are catered for someone in attendance, and I think they're truly special shows. Not just saying that, being biased, but even before I did commentary, just I I pay attention, I watch out for them. But Ash, you are part of the roster. I want to know what was your first impression of the DKW Academy, and just tell me if you had any challenges when you were training to become a professional wrestler.
Um, so a couple of years ago, I was like, I want to be on shows. I was thinking of quitting at one point because of my age. I didn't realize like you have to be a certain age to get on shows.
Yeah.
So it was like the mental game there,
Hmm.
and I weren't as good then, and I was a bit fat nonetheless. Um, so it took me a while to realize I have to be like 16. I have to like get in shape at least like, a little bit, lose some, and then manage to get onto the roster and like make a name for myself.
Nice, nice. And a name that you are making for yourself. I said like Southeast, the wrestling scene in Essex especially. But I want to know the academy itself. And when you were training, if you had to give someone, if you had to see yourself, a younger version of yourself, I know you're quite young now, but if you saw someone that reminds you of you, what advice would you give them if they wanted to train to become a professional wrestler and be like, oh, actually, no, I wish someone told me this, or oh, yeah, this was really good advice that I did receive when I was training.
Um, I'd say don't stop, like go for it, give it your all.
Hmm.
Like, just always work hard, like have tunnel vision. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, mate, I get you. I get you. With the debut that you would make, the official in-ring debut, I want to know how was it if you're looking back and if you used to watch it now and review it, how do you think it went? What were your feelings going into the match and your feelings after the match?
So my first match was Lucas Jackson, and
Shout out to the founder.
a big shout out to Founder Jackson there. Um, yeah, of course I was nervous like being in front of the crowd and everything, but
Mhm.
Lucas has always been supportive. Like I knew Lucas was going to keep me safe. Yeah, it was my best match to date, but it was a start, and can't lie, it was pretty like it was a big standpoint for me because there's always room for improvement. I realize that now. I'm
Yeah.
like my biggest self critic, so
And he's a veteran as well. He's been doing it for what, 15,
he's been
20
a great.
years.
Yeah,
And he puts a lot of work into DKW. Lucas will never hear the end of this now. Once this comes out, he'll be like, "Oh, yeah, of course it was his best match. Of course it was his best match." So, shout out to him. Though. He's a great guy. I've got time for him as well. But I'm glad that it went well. He was in safe hands because sometimes it can be quite scary. Getting into the ring, it's your first ever match. There's an audience there. Sometimes it just isn't gonna go the way you want it to. It could be a lot of botches and fuck ups and negative feedback. But the fact that you're in there with a pro like Lucas says it all really, and it's allowed you to continue what you're achieving so far. And you faced off against the likes of Denzel Mack,
Yeah,
Lucas again in the change not long ago for the Halloween show. Benny Nitro, that match was brilliant. Commentated for that one, and
yes.
a few other people as well. Tell me some of your personal highlights so far in your career.
Personal highlights, I'd say, well, definitely my match with Denzel Mack at
Mhm.
Space. I love that match. Probably the best match I've had so far, I'd say, like as in terms of singles anyway.
Yeah.
Um, and the Monster Mash tag that we had not so long ago managed to pull out some things I didn't know
Yeah.
I could do. So
When it comes out, I highly recommend it. Like going to see this main event. There's some few things that Ash does are super impressive. I'm not going to spoil it, but some very, very cool moments in that match that feature Ash. What do you enjoy more at the moment, tag team wrestling or singles?
depends on how I'm feeling. To be fair, like I love being like that guy that people want to see,
Yeah.
and like being in singles. But the multi-man matches, it has like more chance to like get your breath back,
Hmm.
connect more with the crowd, like make sure they're on your side and not like you know what I mean, not dying on you.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
get that. I get that. Who else would you like to wrestle in the next? I was going to say the rest of the year, but we've got like a month left. But let's just say the next 6 months, and you have the opportunity to do so, and that you've really caught your eye on the South Essex, Southeast Essex. Well, one of the things, you know what I mean? Uh, Essex scene. Who's caught your eye so far, Ash?
Um, I definitely want to wrestle Isaac Blair, one of my mates at DKW.
Yeah,
His talent.
that'd be a good
Um,
match.
yeah, has to be him or I've actually got Jordan Saeed on the 30th. It's been
Dude,
announced.
mate, Survival, wasn't it?
It's survival.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good match. Yeah,
It's gonna be the match of the year for me.
yeah,
Like,
he's quite experienced. That'll be a really good match.
he also used to help me train back in the day before he managed to make it even bigger than bigger now. So yeah,
Oh, nice, nice.
so it'll be
Trainer against trainee. I love it. I love it. Jedi against. I'm just throwing cliches now. Just I'm trying to do taglines and move. I watch too many films, mate. But no, that'd be good, mate. That'd be good. I mean, that probably might be your hardest test to date, wouldn't it? The Jordan Saeed match at
yeah.
Survival. But that'd be good. That'd be good, mate. There's a few people that I think that you could wrestle, like you've mentioned before, and there's just so much talent on the DKW roster as well. Even Champagne Charlie, I think that'd be quite a good match. That'd be interesting. Tony Kemp, I think that'd be a different match. Might be underdog.
Yeah.
Um, but I think I like everyone loves an underdog story. I mean, just the matches I've had the pleasure commentating for you, a tag team match and a singles match. But I think like you're just a human highlight reel, and the fans, they want to cheer you, they get behind you, and I think you're a very likable person. But I want to know, Ash, what makes you a cheeky chappy?
I'm gonna be so honest with you, mate. It's just my personality. To be fair, I just go out there, be myself, and hope people like me. They don't, they don't. But I'm just cheeky, so just live the gimmick.
Nice. If we was to have this conversation again, let's say 5 years, 5 year plan in wrestling, give me three things that you want to achieve. It doesn't have to be in the academy or anything like that, but just whatever that's on your mind, Ash.
Um, I'd say in 5 years, I want to be like big time, really, like WWE or AEW. I know big goals, New Japan even.
Hmm.
But I also want to make a bigger name for DKW and other companies that I wrestle for, make them like be put on the map.
Mate, honestly, like I know you're saying big time, it might be just a dream, but honestly, just from what we've seen with the British talent that's gone on to do big, big things, across the border, like honestly, like let's just never say never. I mean, even from the academy itself, Nick Aldis, Wade Barrett, he's dipped his toe in there. There's so much talent in the UK scene itself, not just in the south, but up north as well. Scotland has talent. But Ash, I'm gonna ask you a fun question. If you can give me three dream dinner guests for your party, it doesn't have to be about wrestling. It could be about anything. You're the host, mate. So I want you to think the cheeky chappy meal. But you can pick celebrities, fictional characters, non-fictional, your neighbor, somebody you went to college with, anyone. Give me a reason, a quick one if you can, but three people, go.
Right, we've got Will Ospreay,
Nice.
Adam Sandler,
The Sandman.
and
Nice.
not Sandman, Adam Sandler.
No, 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 no. What I mean, like, yeah, like, mate, I've got a massive soft spot for Adam Sandler. I'm gonna come back to you that one, but three.
Who else? Who else should I invite? Let's see. We need to have some beef in there. To be fair, we invite MJF and all.
Oh,
We need some violence at the dinner party.
it's funny you mentioned
You
those
know what I
like
mean?
two people. They're actually going to be in a film together next year. MJF's actually going to be in an Adam Sandler film. If someone told me this about, I don't know, a couple of years ago, I just would have been, nah, never. But yeah, just a little fun trivia for you. So I know I asked you about The Rock and Adam Sandler. I don't really get the opportunity to discuss them on the podcast. I've got a massive soft spot for him myself. Give me your favorite few Adam Sandler films.
I really like Grown Ups. Like Grown Ups is like
I've got a soft
up
spot.
there.
They're so bad, but unlike Baywatch, I still watch them. I really like them.
Got what else? Longest Yard
Yep, I like Longest Yard.
and Happy Gilmore.
Oh, Happy Gilmore's a classic, mate. To show my age, I had it on VHS. Even before I should have had it because I was probably a bit too young to own it. But Happy Gilmore, man, can't wait to see the sequel. I'm gonna ask you one more question, Ash, and then I'll let you enjoy the rest of your week. It's Wednesday, so it's not too late, but I'm sure you've got things to do, and I don't want to keep up your time. And I appreciate you coming on, mate. And we'll
All good,
have a
mate.
little chat on the 24th, I believe, the next show will be.
Yeah.
Wicked.
Leon C.
That's the
November Pain.
one. And who are you going to be facing off at that show, by the way?
It's me and Peter Miller versus the Emo Trash Boys.
Nice.
Tag Team Championship match.
That'll be a good match, and I will have the pleasure of commentating on that one with Matt Ball.
Look forward to seeing you there, mate.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Can't wait. Can't wait. If you could pick one match and that you've seen, like, not say that you liked as a kid or anything, any match that you could go back in time and watch as a fan, what match would you pick? So it doesn't necessarily have to be one that's your favorite, but a match that had like really good crowd. Like you can even pick like a Will Ospreay match, but one match you've gone, oh, that's really good. I've watched this and I've studied it. Or I'd love to be there in attendance. Oh, that was special. But just one match if you could think top of your head.
I've got to say, the All In just went MJF versus Will Ospreay because I was there and the environment, the crowd was just
Yeah.
amazing. I loved it. I'd literally go back there in a second.
I'm gutted I didn't go, man. I'm really gutted. I mean, some of the show I was a bit like, okay, I'm not going to sleep over it. But the Mariah May match, Tony Storm, the Osprey MJF match, the fans just looked amazing, and just got non-stop. Osprey, we're behind you. MJF, fuck you, and the main
Yeah,
event, obviously Brian and Swerve, just emotional and a bit like I should have gone to that. I should have gone. But nah, all good. I've watched it back, but you was there, and that's one match you go back in time and relive again. That's awesome. Um, Cheeky Chappy, Ashley, where can the fans find you on social media?
the official Ashley PW on Instagram. That's about it where I'm at the moment.
Nice, nice. And is there anything you want to promote? Anything you want to plug? Or is there any wrestlers you want to call out for a future match? The opportunity's yours, mate. We're at the end of this cheeky podcast.
No calling that today, but they'll find me at DKW.
Yep.
The next three shows, hopefully. They'll find me at November Pain, Survival, and maybe Space Jam.
Oh, keep your eyes out for that one. I will put your social media handles in the description below so the fans can keep up to date with you. You can keep up to date with myself. My social media handles will be in the description below. Also, as always, subscribe to this channel, like this video, give my man a follow, and stay up to date with what I've got lined up. Who knows what I've got to do. I haven't done this for a while. Fuck this bit up. But for now, everyone, take care. Peace.